Hello, welcome to our Rolling Escapades Season 2, Episode 15, Part 2, the series in which 9 dudes get together, play Dungeons & Dragons, have fun and put it on the internet. We remember a war and sad times are had.
Beans.
Beans. Best Dice sponsor, Chainmail Macrame, links description, Christopher Rolls, artist, links description, DM's Good Products, links description.
Links description.
Link description. The part 1 was Remembrance. Go watch it. There's not really much else to talk about it.
Glass trees, glass tunnels, woo.
Yeah.
Children's play.
Children.
Magic.
Children magic. Okay, so you guys spend the afternoon drinking, eating, playing various games that there are if you want to. Is there anything in particular anyone wants to do, or are you just going to enjoy yourselves?
At some point I'll probably pull Eldoran aside and just be like, I didn't know exactly how many family members you had that participated.
We all paid something.
Yes, but I feel like your price might have been a bit bigger.
For peace, no price is too high.
My condolences nonetheless.
Mine to you.
In case you wish to know what the relations were, it was your.
Do you want to email it to me?
No, I've got it here. I'm just trying to, because I'm having to scroll down to see where your name is and trying to see where the connections
And I'm
are.
not going to do it on the phone. That's just not going to work.
It was your. What's the relations? The great uncle? I think great uncle, great aunt.
Mm-hmm.
What?
The siblings to your grandparents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great uncle, great aunt. Your uncle, and one of your cousins.
Yep.
It was all the other it was all the other part of the family they got
Bloody
hit.
hell, okay.
That's suspicious.
Kill them all off.
The main reason being your branch of the family is in charge of the town, so they weren't really in the war as much.
Coincidence.
Is it causation or coincidence when people on the front line die and the ones in the rear guard don't?
It's a tasty inheritance, I think they call it.
See, he's
Yes, we've got the
this
town.
paladin or whatever of peace.
Pieces.
What is it?
Paladin of pieces.
It's a piece of my gold and my gold.
I thought it was peas.
Peas.
Paladin of peas.
I'll smite on sweet corn.
Okay. So the afternoon passes without incident. You just enjoy the festivities.
Are we hanging out in the noble house?
Up to you. You can hang out there if you want. That's where you got led to. You can stay.
Have
in
you
there.
got a piano?
Yes.
I'll go and play the piano.
Cool.
Is it good?
It is very good. Surprisingly good. Because piano is not a very common instrument. It is a nobleman's instrument.
Also, it's very big.
Yeah, it's also very big.
Halfling.
It's very small. Yeah.
I'm standing on the
Yeah.
stool.
So it is very interesting that Derek knows how to play the piano.
Not really. Compared to that shit.
Relatively speaking, yeah.
It's fitting with your being able to do other random shit. So yeah.
The relatives here are way different. Cool. So yes, you all eventually make your way to bed. Very drunk, eaten a lot.
I'm probably not
Eaten a lot or drunk.
drunk.
Yeah, that's fair.
Maybe one drink or two.
That is fair.
I am absolutely hammered at this point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Pretty stinky.
So yeah.
I'm gonna make it so that every time I see
I'm telling this down.
Holy shit, Aegis without a drink. I'm just gonna pour another one and be like, here you go.
Before I sleep, though, I am going to drink a metric ton of water.
Okay.
Not that much, but you get the idea.
1,000 kilograms of water. If you want to do that, just jump into the lake and breathe it,
and go to sleep.
Yeah, I might try that. It might soak me up very quickly.
You're gonna go jump in the lake?
And breathe.
I'm going to drink some of the lake water.
How much of the lake water are you drinking?
1,000 kilograms.
Let's
You
say
eventually stumble your way out to
fairly
the
sized,
docks.
fairly
Yeah.
sized jug.
You eventually stumble your way out to the docks, drink a whole bunch of lake water, and feel completely sober. Because it removes all poisons and toxins from your system.
Much better. I'm not having a hangover tomorrow.
Yeah. So you then look around and like, wait, I'm not where I thought I went to.
Yeah, I know that.
Because you were pretty sure you'd gone to the northern port. You're definitely at the southern port. You have wondered the length of the city.
How late is it right now?
How late did you leave it?
It's later than that.
Yeah.
I was drunk. I don't know how late
It's
it is.
that part of the night, yeah.
Everyone else is also actually. Would other people be stumbling towards the lake as well?
Those who can walk.
Okay.
There's a lot of people who are just sort of passed out in the street.
Is there a guy in a wheelbarrow being dragged to the lake by his mates?
No,
Oh.
there's no wheelbarrow shenanigans in this campaign.
Not for that reason.
But also for that reason.
I'm
being
being
tipped
when
in
you,
the lake
with
to
the
sober
lake
up.
water, can you
Or
take out the
shopping
lake
trolleys.
into the island?
There's shopping trolley jousting going on.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
I'm going to bring the jug
Yeah.
and offer it to people who say you're sober. You
Cool.
It'll what?
make you sober. It gives
Whoa, shit, did well.
Pour it in a glass.
I don't believe you. Fucking watch this. And then I'm going to drink the glass.
Cool.
Drink the glass, yes.
You are very drunk.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not even
glass in
like
the mouth, yeah.
you're not even like halfway through when you start to feel drunkenness dissipate, and then by the time you're done, you're like, shit, I'm completely sober.
Oh, fuck me with a broom handle.
You also have 10 temporary hit points.
Oh yeah.
That's a good thing, because that's what Game Fuck with the Broom Handle didn't take off.
One way to avoid a hangover, I think.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh dear.
You'll eventually, it's probably like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, when you actually eventually are like, we'll go to sleep. You're not the last to go. There are definitely still party goers out and about in the town.
Fucking store.
I thought we were at his.
Yeah. You can
hear
can hear people.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. Store is definitely a voice you can hear. When you all get your head to bed and start going to sleep, store is a voice that you will continue to hear through the night. And then
never shut
when you wake up,
I meditate for 4 hours.
yeah.
Oh, hold on. I think I recognise that song he's singing.
And then I am going to go out and watch the people try and
Singing.
get themselves up.
That's fair.
Actually, just sit on the highest balcony I can find and just watch the chaos.
There are when you watch Dawn come, there are people who haven't drunk as much, who are sort of walking through the town offering those who have passed out glasses of water. The advantage of being on a lake
Yeah.
full of water that cleanses poisons is it's very easy to deal with the next day. It's just you just get whoever doesn't have a hangover goes and gets everyone else a drink, and very soon the town is back to normal functionality.
That would be
Well,
very useful. if
Enjoy
you
your
think
2
about it.
minutes.
You
would have
drink on
thought
every
they'd
work
just
night,
have
and you'll be
like
fine.
a keg of the stuff in every bar,
Apart from
simply so they can quickly sober them up, and then instantly go back to having more drinks.
Yes, other people have little dragons. You have jugs of magic water.
Yeah, but the jugs of magic water mean that people keep on spending.
The alcohol use, none of the cirrhosis.
You permanently keep them at that state where they think, oh yeah, I'll just have one more. A bit of water. Oh yeah, now I can have one more.
Oh, yeah, you can water down my beer every time.
Yeah.
Water down. What?
Ice cubes.
Yeah. Yeah!
So why is the ice cube blue? Don't worry about it.
Don't
It's
worry,
fine.
just eat it.
It's just mess. Don't
They're
worry.
just glowing ice.
So the next morning, well, actually, it's probably afternoon by the time you guys are coming to the consciousness. Derek, you are woken up probably a little earlier than you would have liked, considering the time you went to sleep, by a voice in your head.
Oh, joy.
Is it his voice or is it?
It's your turn now.
It's a voice you recognise. It is Erliel.
Oh, okay, cool.
She says,
Slightly more welcome a voice.
Not that terrifying.
Marginally.
"Good afternoon, Derek.
Woken up, afternoon.
That's fucking
We have information for you. Please, could you and the rest of the Errant Guard meet me outside the Western Village in 3 hours? I hope you enjoyed the festivities."
Okay. I go and find a bucket.
You find yourself a bucket.
I fill it with water.
Yep.
Icarus first.
Cool. You go to Icarus first.
I'm glad I
open
need that
Icarus's
much.
bedroom door.
Yep.
Is it magic? Is it magic water?
It's just very cold water.
Ugh.
Icarus, you are awake.
Actually,
Wet.
would there be
lake
regular
drama.
water on a magic lake, or they get all their water from the lake?
Probably.
Rainwater.
I cast a spell.
You cast a spell.
Mage armor.
You're still wet. You're still in a wet bed.
Cool.
But you are very much to explode.
7.
Oh,
One face off.
That would have been the perfect time to have just a fireball.
Or it would dry the water. It would dry the water.
It would dry the water. You would no longer be wet.
It should be steam. You'd have made an instant sauna.
You are very much awake now, Icarus.
Ugh. Why?
Allows meeting us at the Western Village in 3 hours. Grab a bucket, get the rest up. I leave the room.
Will all the misery be shared?
I'm probably already up.
Yeah.
No,
You
we're just gonna wait
two
for
would
4
already
hours.
be up, yeah.
And I would have drunk much, so I'm not got a hangover. Don't care.
Are you grabbing a bucket?
Sure.
Cool.
I'm already
It's like
awake.
we got
so I have
clever-
Do I see him
Oh.
walking off with a bucket?
I mean,
I'm still on the high tower watch. Actually,
yeah,
people,
you're
people
watching
have mostly left at this point.
Who's
so-
going to whose room?
possibly.
Oh yeah.
I go and get shaved next.
Shade's not there.
Cool. Shade is not in his room, apparently.
I won't be in my room. I would have been up early.
Okay,
Actually, did your place have like training dummies?
Oh boy.
Did my what?
About to get drenched.
There would be some somewhere, yes.
I'd probably be there.
Cool.
I probably would have checked our other sorcerer because I'd test out how well his water resistance was. And be disappointed that his room's empty.
Yeah. Yep. His room is
Elf
empty.
show.
Yeah.
So,
The water
which
would
one
be
did you
around
go
them, it's
into?
not rain.
Championship.
Then I'd probably go into the one next. It would be one of your rooms.
Roll a dice. Fuck
If
you.
it's
away.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Even.
Oh.
Odd.
That's a 4.
Even.
I am passed the fuck out.
No,
You're
you're
going to my
not.
room.
You're sober.
I'm still past the fuck
It
out.
doesn't mean that he hasn't been exhausted,
My friend.
Yes.
mentally or physically.
So, Derek, you walk into Shamshir's room and chuck a bucket of water over Shamshir. Shamshir, you are awakened to cold wetness.
With like sore throat, like haggard eyes, like why?
Oh, so you didn't accept the magic water last night?
No.
Oh yeah, you
Cheating. I didn't drink the magic water.
We have to meet Councilman
This is a
Erliel.
magic
3
world.
hours
Cheating
to
is
Western
allowed.
The bucket. Why? the bucket. I'll like roll out of the bed. I'll be like soaked like a wet rat. Like
Yeah.
he was just like casually straying across the bed before, but now he's like drenched
Yeah.
and pissed. Yeah.
Bless you.
Shamshir will remember this.
Cool. Icarus, you make your way into Par's room.
Time.
He is passed the fuck out. His armor is
Half off.
Yeah, half off.
He's got that bit off and that bit off and that. Oh,
Cool.
fuck
That
it.
would've
Clang.
I'm Sorry, not sorry.
And you just get this torrent of swearing in Dwarvish.
Do you understand Dwarfish?
I think so.
like full Australian style swearing in Dwarvish.
It's like 5 minutes of non-stop cursing.
Oh,
Yes!
no, I don't understand this, but I can hazard a wild
You
guess.
can
as to what
take
it
a
is.
guess at what it is, yeah.
Considering you hear the words Icarus every now and then.
How loud is this?
Very.
Very, very loud.
If I hear it, I would investigate.
That's cool. Yeah, you'll be able to. You're still in the
You find the source of the profane.
reservoir, so yeah, you'll make your way over and just you'll find a very wet Icarus holding a bucket over a very wet path. And then Derek appears.
The fuck
with
was that?
With another bucket.
Don't you fucking dare!
I was passing on a message from Darek.
I'll put my head around the ground. Who haven't they got yet?
What kind of fucking message is that?
Derek is still asleep. Is this where we get 5 buckets at once?
I hand you the bucket.
What do you want me to do with an empty bucket?
I'm gonna have
It's
to
your
warn
turn to
someone
wake up whoever's not awake.
dash
now.
in.
Who's not awake right now?
Who's not awake right now?
I'm gonna dash.
Yeah,
I'm dashing to like whoever's closest between Eldoran or.
You kept
Thondrick.
Well,
Drake.
fuck me with a broom handle.
I said it 3 times.
I'll be like, wake up, you've got to wake up.
You're trying to wake you up with your hands.
One of the council members wants to meet us soon.
How
Okay.
drunk was I?
3
How
hours.
drunk were
3
you?
hours soon. So unfortunately,
How much did you drink?
this is quicker than.
I
He's
was
a dwarf.
I drank
Anything
every
else.
time I gave him a drink, you know.
Make a quick Constitution saving throw. I'm gonna say make this as a straight roll.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And now roll on the
Yes!
Oh, God.
Yes!
So 11.
You're fucking wasted. So Shamshield's shaking you.
I can't do anything.
You're just like
Derek is
it's like,
coming.
yeah, it's like you're shaking a limp just corpse essentially. He's not responding to it at all.
They can come into the room with like 3 or 4 loaded buckets of water. And then
Wait,
Actually, I tell you what,
just
I'm
see
not
Shamshi
going to
on
have
his
a...
knees,
Hold on, I've got a better idea.
I'm just like,
I am not going to have a bucket. I'm going to line all of you guys up. Just company, ready, present, buckets, pour! Just they all go.
I am just watching.
We'll just watch him. So there's only 2 buckets.
Okay.
I was going to say we
You're
could
not
just
throwing
take
a
him
bucket
to
on
the
Thondrick.
lake.
So it's just
Fun.
Icarus is throwing a bucket of water over Thondrick.
Oh, I'll throw one with you then and yell the
Okay, cool.
commands.
The 2 of you. So
And then stand in front of you.
Thondrick, you feel cold, really cold.
Yeah, so I wake up,
Right.
but no. I kind of do this to shield myself, and I shout out, but no one knows what I say.
He says something in a very it's very harsh words. As in the words
You're
he's
such a
saying
meanie.
sounds harsh. like German is aggressive and other what's an example of a harsh language? Russian. Yeah. Russian.
You're going more the further east you
Out loud.
I was thinking it. I just
Everyone was
didn't say
thinking
it.
it. Don't kill me, Putin.
So yeah, so he says
That's unset. Now I'm going to die.
It was nice
Yeah.
knowing you.
says words in a very harsh sounding language that none of you understand.
Wakey, wakey, hands off, snakey.
I was.
Too slow.
Which you're soaked again.
Oh, you were caught in the zone.
You just got caught a second time.
I will notice it's them and be like, the fuck's going on?
Derek's idea of a joke, we kind of carried it on.
We've all got to get up. We've got to meet Erliel at 3 hours over the Western Village.
Oh,
So we all got to get up.
I now know why.
Oh, that's why with the buckets, okay.
Why do we have
My
to...
bucket's still full. Who wants to get Eldrand?
Okay.
I'm like,
Joke's on you, I'm already
Sorry.
Yeah. You go find Eldoran's room. His wife is asleep in his bed in that bed.
Nope.
Eldoran is not.
Go look for Orland. Please.
No.
That's where I
I would love that afterwards. You just hear some noise. And you look behind you, you don't know where it is, and then you look up.
There's
It's
just
the
a
floating
bucket.
bucket, and you're like, oh shit!
Well played, boy!
I was assuming you meant that Aegis had gone in and thrown water over here, but then all you've seen is this like.
It's like,
That's what I was thinking as well.
So now that I'm soaked,
Yeah.
I'm going to quickly go back to my room, take the rest of my armour off, dry it out, put on
Yeah.
some normal clothes, pack everything away.
Yep.
I'm gonna do that with my furs and
Yeah. Dry it out the best
I
you
am
can.
going to ask him to collect some rations and stuff.
Me or him?
Him.
Yeah.
It's his town. He knows where to go.
That's
for
cool. You get food.
order the noble around.
I
Yeah,
said
that's
I
a
said I was
great
going to
idea.
ask him where you can get rations and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, Eldorado
Deal
is
with
with Orlan, who he's still a kid. He woke up early,
You obviously did.
and Lorette was like, "Your turn."
I probably had like 2 hours sleep.
Understandable.
Yeah.
It's been her turn for how many months? Understandable.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the first time you've been back to the town in a long time. But you are all
I'm
awake.
paying interest.
Eventually, you get yourselves sorted out, dried the best you can, and make your way down to the dining room, where there is currently no food, but there are people up and about. You do very quickly start to smell very strong
yes.
coffee,
And
Yes.
and
Yes,
you're
we're going
all
for shit, that's good.
again. Anyone
Nice.
who wants one is offered a Bloody Mary. Or a hearty ale if you prefer an ale. Before you're all provided with fresh bread and bacon. Back to the normal high-end food.
I will take a bacon roll to go.
You've given me a bacon butty. Yes.
Yes.
Make it yourself bacon butty.
Fuck yeah.
You still have not seen Shade.
Up early,
Surprise, surprise.
eaten, done, sorted.
We did check
Doesn't
his
don't
room,
fuck
didn't we?
about.
This is lunch. I'm at lunch now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breakfast.
You're not a hobbit.
Well, I got up at
He's
8.
been up for 4 hours.
Oh, fair. Okay.
I'm at lunch.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
At lunch.
Mate,
You,
training, but
you did check his room, didn't you?
I checked his room.
I think Derek checked
The
mine.
other elf I didn't check.
Would I know where he was since I was up around the same
If
time?
you were up at the same time, I probably would have told you.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was in the training room.
Oh.
That's a training room?
This is a soldier's place.
I'll go
What's
and
this
find
training
him to
In,
put
in,
into
in
the
the
dining room.
barracks.
Oh, okay, so it's not.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he's in the barracks rather than the Starlock residence.
Yeah, I'll go and find him and
That's cool. Yeah.
yeah, we have to go. We'll go meet Erliel in 3 hours. Well, 2.5 hours.
At this point, it's closer to 2.
There you go.
How long does it take to get to the other side?
Where's he got?
Not very long.
Take me long.
But it's long enough that you did have to be up pretty snappy. Excuse me. It'll be easy to make your way through town. There won't be many people in the way.
What's the weather?
So,
It's
what,
the obligatory question now.
what is it she said to you?
She has information for us.
It is raining hard.
I'm already wet. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I take a step outside. So, we really need those buckets, huh?
And I'm dry.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is it always fucking raining?
So it's a very storm-prone continent.
Yeah.
With
doesn't
this
have a
thing saying I
storm
can do it
on
to a
it.
certain size, can I just make it smaller than that so it doesn't do the full 20 feet or something?
Sure. I don't see.
It's just going to cover me.
Okay.
Dickhead.
Wank.
He said he was fine with being.
Okay.
I'll make it a little bit bigger if people ask.
I'm not
I grab one of the buckets.
Put it on your
Let
head.
it. No, I initially
You're
do
going
that.
to get robbed!
Then I turn it the other way up so it starts collecting
Oh,
water.
That's fair.
And then at some random point, completely unknown.
You're going to throw it at Aegis.
Oh yes, because
Yeah.
he's walking in front of me.
That's fine. And at that point, it ceases to be rain, so you are hit in the back by.
I will
rainwater.
attempt to dodge.
Yeah, I did in the back of
I
you.
assume I see you holding a bucket over your head collecting water at some point.
Behind you.
Yeah.
That is a fair
When you
point.
walk,
That
when
shit
you walk, you
happens.
don't ever look behind you.
No, actually.
I do it happens.
Not like on a completely permanent basis, given on the fact that we're walking for over an hour.
We're not though. We're walking to a boat.
We walk.
It would take you about an hour to get to the boat.
I
Exactly.
didn't think the island was that big.
Yeah, it's a town. It's a big size. It's a decent sized town. You know, there's a few thousand people that live here.
3 or 4 miles though?
Huh?
Stop asking questions. You're getting wet.
It doesn't sound like that.
We have to say goodbye to people and do our due diligence in terms of saying thank you for having us to all the noble people and stuff.
We don't even know if we're leaving yet.
We
We're
don't
just
know
trying to
if we're
get
leaving.
information. This better be worth it. Like, I was woken up for this.
Cool.
It's a lovely day. What's your problem?
Are you
I
questioning
like look
the
at you like
helicopters?
like a wet dog. Like like no longer frizzy hair. It's just like sighing glare like in your direction.
At that point,
Oh no, my character doesn't actually mind the rain even if he didn't do
Oh,
this.
no. That's
So
cool.
he's now a drowned rat and he's going, oh, it's a lovely day.
So now,
I stopped stopping the rain and just walked through the rain.
so at this point, who's not wet? Eldoran.
I think
Tarek.
I'm wet. It's raining.
Well, yeah,
raining
not,
or wet?
not bucket wet.
Not bucket wet.
It's the two at that end and this one.
You're just soaked from the rain. So
Yeah.
it's heavy.
Okay. The other Lord Rooft and Lady Holly are not currently awake. They are they are still sleeping. They are enjoying one of the times they are able to just sleep the day in. They don't have to be doing things today, so.
I write them a nice note in my notebook and rip the page out.
Yeah.
immediately.
Cool. You guys make your way to the western dock and head out of town across on ferries. You are the only people taking a ferry.
Shocking.
Yeah. Is anyone drinking anything?
I'll take a glass of the water.
Go, you have a drink.
nah.
You'll have a drink.
I don't see any reason why not to. It's
Cool.
I push him in.
That's
As he goes to drink, I push him in.
With
why.
who? Go ahead. You make an athletics check.
Oh, no.
Icarus,
How do your
you can
character
make-
swim?
yes.
Probably. I don't know. You can make athletics or acrobatics your choice.
Oh dear.
Okay. Well,
He's going
it
in.
goes in.
19.
Yeah, you go.
You rolled a
That was
6.
Roll a 6. Okay.
So that's 9.
So
Then I just walk back and sit down.
yeah, Icarus leans over the side to get some water, and just Thorndrake just full on bolts him in, and Icarus is just thrown overboard. You get your drink of water.
Yeah. Plus
You
10,
take those 10 temporary hit points.
Yeah. Yeah. You.
And you're blessed.
And a whole bunch of other stuff.
Do you need a hand?
I asked for that.
Yeah. He was pulled out. You're not much wetter than you were before you went in, so
I'm actually a bit
Yeah.
warmer.
yeah, you're warm. Yeah, that actually heats you up a bit.
You're like, oh, fuck it.
And this was all your
Surprisingly pleasant.
One little thing just escalated.
But you make your way to Western Village and start making your way outside of the town, of the village's
It's a fun
boundaries.
bonding experience. That's what I'm gonna pitch it.
As
One
you
of the
guys
cracks kill
are
the ship.
waiting around, I would like Thorndrake to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
That's what barbarians are so good at.
Yeah, I've got +1. So that's a 5.
Did you get a bonus?
I don't think it's going to matter.
Yeah, so 8 total with his bonus. I don't think.
Thank you, Chef Chef.
Cool. Cool, that's fine. As you guys are sort of standing there on the outside a few moments later, there's a flash of light, and you watch as Erliel appears next to Thorndrake.
Oh,
Well, that's an entrance.
That looks around. Good afternoon.
wasn't actually expecting to see you.
Welcome.
Is he for me to
What?
travel far long distances? I did choose the right person. I will remember that. Good.
What?
Oh, she focused on someone. So Do I recognise what spell it was?
You can identify. Sure, go ahead. If anyone wants to make an Arcana check to see what spell she just used, feel free.
No. I rolled a 10 plus number.
Oh,
Oh my god, Nathan
No.
might know.
Faster than that.
I got a 14.
I got a 21.
Oh, you actually probably do know.
24.
Maybe.
24.
You know.
You know.
Because you know any spell.
Don't think I do.
No, you don't know.
I just
And I
miss if
really don't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
You were one off the DC.
That's the most I can get.
22 DC.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The spell she just used was teleportation.
All right.
Yeah. There's no visible effects for what she did before. But yes, what she did is she scribed Thondrake to work out where you guys were and then teleported to you.
You make a wisdom save to block scrying.
Yes. So she chose the person she thought would be least likely to accidentally block it.
I forget. Don't we have a
think he's
ring of
actually
mind
the same
shielding?
wisdom as me.
point, yeah.
Got the same save as.
Don't we have a ring of mind shielding or something?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No, we can put someone in a bag of holding and they can't be scribed.
That's not really what we're going to do, though. Not after last time.
Yes. Well, some of you look okay. Some of you look a little worse for wear. I take it you all haven't drunk the water then.
I just look angry.
Please tell us what it is you have to say.
Oh, yes. Well, we have news from the council. Our cartographers, the people we sent out, I don't know what word to use for them, they have discovered islands. Which is exciting. We didn't know they existed.
Very quickly, are you comfortable talking about this in this open environment?
Yes, we're fine. There's no one here.
Just double checking.
Yes. We are in a place where there's no one around and we can see anyone approaching. Or at least I can see anyone who approaches.
Is it like very open?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, you're in. It's essentially farmland at this point.
Yeah. So I mean, I can pretty much see anything that's
Yeah,
approaching.
yeah,
Okay.
Oh yeah, your Hawk vision.
yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
no, that's just a strider.
So there are a collection. There are a bunch of various islands. We have decided to just ignore most of them because they are very, very small.
Discovered an archipelago?
Oh no, they're not just archipelagos. And the continent has various islands dotted around it in various places. Now we found 3 that are we consider worth investigating. If they prove to be not worth anything, then we will start looking at the smaller islands, but there's a lot of them that will take a lot longer. So we have found there is an island to the east of the continent. There is a island to the northwest, and which are the 2 that I believe Eldoran you heard rumours about. We've also found an island to the south, which no one had heard about, but that's a good one to know about. So yes.
Did you bring the cartographs? Maps?
Yeah, I know. No, because we used other means to discover these islands. As such, we haven't really got someone to design to draw the islands. We don't really know the size or shape of the islands that much.
Do you know if they're inhabited or not?
Nope, that's why we're sending you.
Excellent.
One of them, we're pretty sure, from the conversation we've had with Iron, should have a gateway to the Feywild, in theory. There we should find the elves. But we don't know which one, which is why you're going to go look at them. My recommendation, you head for the northwestern one first, because we are much closer to that one than either of the other 2. Like a lot closer. So I would head up towards Shroudwind. It's a port city. If you head sort of, she gives you vague directions towards Shroudwind is you'll be able to find. You should be able to charter a ship there to head out. From there, if you literally head out almost directly northwest, you should find the island. I will say the area is prone to storms, sometimes of an arcane nature. So you're either going to have to pay someone a lot, or hire someone who's slightly insane.
How much discretion would you like on the fact that we know that there's islands newly discovered and uninhabited, potentially?
Up to you, really. If you want to tell people that you are looking for islands, then feel free. It's if people are spying on what we're doing, they already know what we're doing. So
You said that only the south one was one that no one knew about, right?
yes, well, no one had heard of any rumors about at that point.
All right, so they're all rumored islands. They're not. So it's not like these two we kind of knew about, and the south one was okay.
No.
It sounds
Yeah.
like there's. What didn't the general convoys from the other continents that the dwarves came from come from the north-ish?
Yeah.
So that's why there still occasionally be ships going back and forth that might see these islands, whereas there's nothing really south that people go to.
But if they're in a storm-prone area, then they probably would have taken a different route, avoiding.
Yes. Yeah.
Errant Guard.
Like the dwarves didn't know about the island.
But no,
either.
that because their ships are going generally past it, they might see hints of islands, but not actually know it's there.
They've seen the little ones. They have not seen the big main one.
Alright.
And to the south is the continent of Anket. Is that what it was called? Anket. Ashriat. That's it. Anket is Mercer's one.
Well played.
Stick within your own world.
Who struggles
Yeah.
with that?
The continent of Ashriat.
That one.
Still-
Hello,
that one.
Taz.
In the
I'm
native
not,
tongue,
I'm
that's
not
how
going
it's
to try and
pronounced.
pronounce that
How's that spelled?
Lots of
phonetically.
PPPPPPPT at the end of it.
Yes, there's only one other
Caps.
continent to the south. There is not much travel between that continent and Vavanel.
Is there anything else you have for us?
Not really. Oh, actually, I have a question for you, Shade. It came from Eldanth, which I think came from Raynor, which I think came from your fiance.
That's quite the game of
Chinese whispers. Well,
Halfling whispers.
Yeah.
I forget, do what characters know about the
I
fiance?
don't think so.
No.
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 Oh, God.
Yeah.
This is the first time you've heard it.
It's just like.
Do you have a date in mind yet?
Yes.
Wonderful. That makes life easier.
90.
What is the date?
Spring equinox.
Dreyfus. Wonderful. I will tell them. Okay.
Well.
I will be in contact with you the day before. If you are busy doing stuff, I will bring you back. Are they coming?
Yes, are we invited?
Yes.
I hope so. I'm his best man.
I'll have a think
Bachelor
about
party?
it.
Okay.
I'll let
Bachelor
you, well,
party.
how do I let you know?
Actually, what you wrote.
Oh, I said I will contact you the day before.
Okay.
Let me know then. If they're coming, I have to use a slightly different spell. But I will bring you all back, should that be the case, and then I will send you back to where you were.
About to walk into the Feywild.
What?
No! We're too scared for this, dude!
the wedding in the Feywild?
No,
Oh, wait,
my
no.
thoughts are
Okay.
we would know that it's when we assume we wouldn't enter the Feywild like a day or two before.
Yeah, but even
That's
anything
just
a
modern
month,
way.
even going a month or two before could be risky, couldn't it?
Yeah. Going in
Like,
before at all.
You might miss your.
We're going to come back and it's going to be that his child is now in charge of the Shadow Guard.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 20 years later.
And Orlan rules the world.
So yes, cool. I will contact you the day before then.
Thank you.
As close to that as I can get, and then we will. I'll either bring just you back, or I'll bring everyone back, and then I'll send either just you back or everyone back, and you can continue with the mission.
When we have information,
You
how
come
should
back
we
when you're ready to stay
contact the
there.
council?
We're in real trouble. As in, you've got to go and get one on your own.
That is a good question.
Can one of you guys not send a message via magic?
I can't learn sending.
It's not my speciality.
I will send you a sending scroll.
Thank you.
Then you will have that
I
as
looked it up earlier.
something you can use.
I realised no one had message.
I've got message, I don't have sending.
Sending, sorry.
Yeah, message.
So I can't learn sending, it's a wizard spell.
Yeah, a message only has a 150-foot range.
120.
120 rather, yeah. Which is not very useful for cross-continent.
I was looking at spells that would allow me to get across continent. And I was debating getting the magic circle to see if they had one for his town, so I'd have it as a thing for later.
Excuse me.
But I forgot, so.
Yep.
I
I suppose we can go back and get it.
I see you had beans yesterday as well.
Yes, I did. But I spent most of my day yesterday researching.
There's a dog approaching.
Evidently.
Ooh, research. Thank you very much for the book.
Have you found any more information about the Feywild that would help us at all?
No, not as of yet, but I've not really been looking into it that much recently. I've been looking at other things instead.
Fair enough.
Yes.
I'm going to chance it inside check.
Go for it.
Have fun.
Nope.
like-
no, let's not even bother with that.
Not a halfling special.
Yep.
Mine is
I
like a
know
sham
not
shit.
to even attempt with this one.
Just out of
I
curiosity,
keep
what
trying.
did you guys roll?
10.
10. Cool. And you got
8.
8. Yeah, okay. I won't. I don't need to roll dice.
And I got 12.
I don't need to roll dice. This is the first time you two have attempted to read Erliel. She is surprisingly difficult to read.
Yeah.
Reading other people is surprisingly difficult. Nope.
Like, you're pretty sure she's a wizard, but apparently she's good at hiding things, or she's just naturally got a emotionless face or something like that. She doesn't really seem to have a give.
Very good.
Yes. I wouldn't return that yet because I don't think you finished reading it.
I start chuckling.
I, once again, for like the third time in this conversation.
What?
I do.
It's a long book.
My mind is going to the book is bigger than it seems. It's all okay from that.
Hardest book.
Okay.
I hate fucking magic.
Well, then stop fucking it.
I can't, it's too good.
Tell that to his son.
That's how he got a son.
Point of order.
Was Eldoran just thrusting into the air because he felt like it? And oh, baby!
The
It was a pink tentacle.
port town that she mentions.
No,
Yeah.
it was
Do
a
I know
mushroom
that name?
cloud.
Have I been there before?
Shroudwind.
Because of where it is on the.
You probably heard of it. I don't think you've been there.
Okay.
Oh, Shroud.
Yeah,
Shroudwind.
Shroudwind. Yeah.
What did you think it was?
Shroudwind.
Drowwind.
Trout.
Oh, no.
I thought it was fishing town.
There.
that would probably would have made more sense as a name, but there we go.
No, I like Shroudwind.
Shroudwind.
Trout or river
Everyone
fish?
dead.
Yes.
It could be that there's a set of rocks that shrouds it from the storms that surround it.
Boom.
Probably we'll go with that. Yeah. Shroud. They literally shroud the wind. Any other questions, or are we all good?
Can you dry clothes?
Oh, yes.
It's still
Thank you.
raining.
I do put up my bubble this time.
Cool.
Thank you.
You ask the best questions, Trondrake, I swear. To the right people, too. It's fantastic.
Aegis, Jared, in fact, everyone apart from Elder and Icarus.
Okay.
You guys notice that although Erliel is standing in the rain, she doesn't appear to be getting wet.
Icarus, grab the bucket.
Get the bucket.
Why?
The rain is
It's on my head at this point. Why?
The rain is definitely hitting her, but she's not getting wet.
I haven't noticed this because I have terrible perception.
Yes, you do.
And you have a bucket under it.
Yes.
That doesn't help.
Mine's just shit.
I'm looking like an exemplary employee to my probably boss, kind of.
Paladin has crap wisdom.
Yes.
Oh.
You're like, you stole the Skylark bucket.
Does it have the family crest stamped on the bucket somewhere?
Probably not.
Property of Skylark.
But yeah,
Just
written
I don't see us as being that
Return to
authoritarian
the found.
to stamp on
Return to-
buckets.
return to
Oh,
Dungeons
mate.
yes. So any
Found
further
return to
questions?
that guy.
No, that's it. Thanks.
Wonderful.
Has there been any work done on how if you can possibly reverse the memory spell? Or would we need to get more information before that?
We need more information. I don't really know what it is. Don't think it's definitely magic. I don't know if it's a spell as such. But it's definitely focused magic.
On that note, separately, can my character remember when he lost knowledge? Like, was there a day that
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because I grew up in a city.
Yeah, you did.
Do I remember the city at all?
You remember you grew up in places, but it's like it's like a fragmented memory. You remember parts, but there's no context to it. Yeah.
It's a lot of my childhood. I'm 150. I lost a lot of my childhood,
Yeah.
which is the majority of my life. I think I might have noticed. That's why I'm curious.
That's fair. Yeah, there is a particular point in which you can remember more, which is after the end of the war.
How long after?
As in, you remember more from the point where the elves left. So, probably about the 16th or 17th of Wu Passes,
So
5 years
it was
ago.
a very quickly cast
Yeah.
magic. Okay.
Yeah.
I would actually say I don't think it took a lot of effort to set up for the spell, unless they were preparing beforehand, because
But they may well have prepared it beforehand.
as a last resort measure, maybe.
Or potentially, it's not the first time they've used the magic.
That's true. And it's not like people would remember them having used the magic before.
It sounds more like a rite or a curse, even. Something which, if not maintained to prevent it, it will happen.
I mean,
So
taking
it's the opposite. Instead of being put onto you, it's something that's kept off of you until they stop keeping it away.
taking someone's childhood memories away from them, I'd call that a curse.
Depends what their childhood was like.
I was about to say, or a blessing, unless their childhood was really shit.
But we've taken him to clerics before. It seems to, well, him, other elves. It, remove curse doesn't seem to affect this.
This is elf magic, though. This is not sort of what most of us are familiar with.
I mean, yes, but magic's magic.
To an extent.
Let me tell you, it's wild and unpredictable.
No, only for you. Mr. Featherbeard.
Well, not just for
That's bubble throat, thank you.
it's not just one and chaotic for Icarus here. There's plenty of people who have magic like that. There are even some spells that are just chaotic in nature.
Chaos Bolt.
Yes. But yes, I don't. I haven't found anything on it. Admittedly, it's not been my main focus of research. I am less interested in the ability to modify the memories of a race at will. If I need to modify a memory of something, I can just do it to an individual very easily. So, I definitely prefer that. But it's on my list of things to look into when I get round to it. Would be good to know, but there's not much to go on right now. Whilst I do enjoy a research challenge, I need something to begin with rather than memory loss. So,
Very well. We will report back once we have something.
yes. Remain here for about 10 minutes or so whilst I give you while I send a scroll. I will need to go collect one.
Very well.
Yes, there are some in my rooms, but I have to walk to them. We do not have the ability to teleport there. They are protected.
Good to know.
It is safer.
Sounds it.
Is that all? Are we all good?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Oh, wish you luck, Errant Guard. Enjoy the island. And she disappears.
Just as another side note, since I've worked out that my memories have been really badly messed, that's what I've been spending my meditations trying to find out, remember
That's
more,
cool.
and so on.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, the bachelor party. Strippers?
So yes, fiance.
Yes.
Dwarven strippers. Okay.
Kind of like
Like
too many eyes on me. I don't like this shit.
I mean, do you want Tabaxi there now? Like, is that your thing?
Where's my fucking daggers?
Fuck is it Tabaxi?
No.
Do we know what tabaxi are?
No, you guys don't.
That's not a character.
Like you could get your character, dude. Yeah,
I mean,
you've said that. The
yeah,
rest
but I
of
don't
you-
know the other parts. So.
That's
That
very
wasn't
true.
a character,
That's very true.
so-
You don't know about the tigerness. So.
Yes.
Yeah, because
So-
you want to wake.
So your fiance, when did she get her claws into you?
Inside check.
He gives you some dirty
Yeah.
look.
I put the dread helm on and walk away.
That's fair.
Like,
This is in slight awareness that half the other people here already know
Yeah.
what's happening with him anyway.
Oh my
but
god.
This is better
For
than
that
the
one,
bucket.
Icarus, you want to make a charisma saving throw for
Yep.
me?
ha! 26.
Repel.
26. Is that including the +3 that you get for being dexterity?
Oh,
9.
that's probably 29
oh
then.
my god.
Yeah, that's 29.
Should have turned that aura off, mate.
He is stone faced.
Okay. My 17 wasn't quite so good.
Wait, I have blessed. Can I add 4 to that? or-
Oh fuck! Yes.
Oh yeah, it's a saving throw.
33.
Boy.
So anyone that was trying to get, like,
Oh,
whatever it
sin
is.
that.
No one gets anything from that.
When you looked at him, he didn't even have any face.
no
it was
face
just
at all.
like a. It was just.
The
It's a
bucket.
void. I don't even remember.
What? No, that makes
his
sense.
face.
Bucket
You're talking to a
face.
bucket.
Can't read a bucket.
Can't read a bucket.
Cannot read a bucket. This is very true.
Life lesson.
Unless it's got someone's name written on it.
I'll ask the cheeky question though. That's my business,
Fair enough.
and you're all looking at me, and I don't do big groups.
So, are we inviting this Eldoran and Raynor to your bachelor party as well? Are they coming?
Yeah. Good luck.
Okay, on the okay.
You do know those names.
I know.
Good
I mean,
luck.
You all know
Maybe.
those names. Eldanth and Raynor. Eldanth is the Shadow Guard representative on the council. Raynor is the other person who runs the Shadow Guard.
Know the name, but never seen him.
Yeah,
This is-
yeah,
this is
yeah,
the
yeah.
one
Yeah,
excuse
that's
now.
what a lot of people know.
Yeah, none of you have seen Raynor. You've all seen Eldanth.
Well, excuse me to find him now.
He's like Charlie for Charlie's Angels.
He might be at the
Well, bachelor party.
He could be there. You probably won't see him.
Fair point. That's a very fair point.
Even I have trouble finding him.
Anyone else you want invited to the
Saying
party?
something?
Any sort of
Not
other
thought of it
friends,
yet.
family?
Family for sure.
Huh?
Family for sure.
And they would be.
This is the
And send
assumption.
invitations.
Has the scroll arrived
This
yet?
is my
No.
choice,
It's not been so many.
but thank you.
Maybe
Maybe,
I'll just
You invite them then?
to sort of
I'll leave
floats
that
down.
to you.
I can't pick up the scroll.
That's cool.
Have you done this before?
Scroll true.
Who's got the bag of holding?
Have you done this before?
Have you? He hasn't for now.
I give you the
Oh,
scroll.
you take me.
Oh, He's best to have it.
I rolled like no shit.
Well, I think paladins can they learn?
What's this roll?
15.
25.
He
Oh, I
asked
asked him
him.
if he,
20.
he's like basically. I basically asked him has he done party
Have you
before? And he
climbed a stag do before? And he went, yes. Have you
Nine.
You got a 25. with
He
your
said yes,
perception.
question mark.
Yes.
9. Is it
Yeah,
9?
he's fucking.
Yeah,
He's,
nine.
he's hosted loads.
I mean, I trust him.
With your life.
I've got a party tattoo.
I've done that before.
Well, we have to. We're all a group.
Regular.
You're saying you don't?
Oh yeah, I do. Takes a while.
So, some elf strippers? I mean, I'm probably not hard to find, but
I don't think those exist.
Oh, you never know.
Or at least, you know,
you haven't
few
been to the
and
right
far
places in
between.
Joffre. I'm afraid.
Evidently.
Let me think
Next
about
time we're in
this.
Joffre, when you want to go have some fun, you come find your friend Derek. I promise no buckets this time, unless you're into that kind of thing.
Different kind of. No.
Different kind of shower. Yep.
Oh dear.
Can we discuss this another time?
Sure.
10 minutes.
Of course.
We've already built the scroll.
Another time.
What the? Good gods! That's a mate. What the fuck? What?
Sure. We, as a group, we've got other things to discuss. What was that language you spoke this morning? I've never heard that language before.
Fucking hell. Just instant, just like, oh, fuck.
Whilst you
Yeah, I'm
follow
done with
this
that.
line of questioning, can we maybe move to the southern village and collect our horses?
Yes.
Horse, brilliant. We don't have to walk.
Can't you
we'd have to
summon
walk
your
there.
magic horse? Go and get them and bring them back. That would be quicker.
We still.
He makes a good point.
It does. It'll take me 10 minutes.
Excellent.
So, oh shit, I thought you were.
Nope.
That's why I'm not going anywhere. my friend.
You can just literally talk to your horse where it is right now.
No, because I do something.
Oh, you desummoned it. That's right.
Can learn sending.
Yeah, bards can
not
learn,
for a while.
bards can
Yeah,
learn
third
basically
level.
anything.
Yeah, not for a while.
I wasn't sure
Do,
how
do
high
I know
level
the
you
name
were,
of the
but-
language?
I'll say
I've just got seconds.
yes. Yeah, for
Okay,
the-
no,
Zero
it's just-
levels in
yeah.
bard.
yeah.
So yeah, I summoned horse.
That's good. Someone horse. Send
Was
it.
it?
Send it
some sort
cantering off with a little note on his
Please
saddle.
return with horses.
So was it some sort of like sub-dialect of Dwarfish that I'm not aware of?
No. It's
It didn't sound like Dwarvish. Didn't sound anything based on giant at all.
it's the language of the people that captured me.
Oh. Oh dear.
Jinx.
You're quite proficient.
That's
at
good. He'll shut up now, hopefully.
I was buying a Coke.
Vanilla. Remember.
Yeah.
Well, I understand, my friend. If you, when you're ready to talk about it, but I would love to learn the language if you would teach me.
I'd rather not use the language. It's just a reaction in certain situations.
Do you know what they called that language?
I believe it was. I'll say the language in their language. and then
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah,
like,
that's fair.
which
Sort of translates.
I think is under common.
So it's a type of common, but it's not.
Pa, could you make a history check for me, please?
Oh yeah.
Actually,
Actually,
with that's right. With advantage.
1.
His head brain doesn't work when he's listening.
That's a total of.
oh fuck me. What did you say? History?
Yeah.
Where have you gone? 3.
Okay, that's
Your
cool.
top,
That
what's
means,
the sum of your dice?
it means nothing to you.
Oh Vienna.
Yeah, I can't get that low on history. Outstanding.
Oh man.
I should know that. That's really fucking annoying.
Yeah, yes, you really should. Well, obviously, he wasn't paying attention.
He's too busy killing them to bother fucking listening.
Or he just never dealt with that part. He was
Maybe.
always busy with something else. Yeah.
I'm sorry to have brought up such upsetting memory.
Yes, I echo that statement.
Nice. It's alright. It's just they're horrible people. We shouldn't. Well, I guess we maybe learning their language will help if we ever meet them. If they
Perhaps
don't-
if you taught us all this is for Throndrake, when we're killing them, we can shout that in their faces.
I mean, I will just say this is for Throndrake in Undercommon. See, doesn't sound great, does it?
When we rescued him, was Duragal?
You fought grey dwarves. Yes.
Oh right, yeah. Okay.
You,
Yeah,
you
I
didn't
remember
know
that.
what they were. You don't know the name Duragar, but yes, grey
Grey
dwarves.
Grey
dwarves.
dwarves.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
They spoke to you in common.
Way back at Mission 1.
Way back.
We.
That was like ages ago now.
I have
What
no
was-
idea what any of you are on about.
I've not got much of a clue either, don't worry.
Strange languages from long, faraway places.
Maybe
Okay.
we should refrain from waterboarding each other in the morning.
What?
I'm not
What are
in
you
the
doing this
CIA.
Oh, his novel idea of waking people up.
Was.
Something
A
about
bucket
the
of water.
I knocked the bucket on my head.
Kung kung.
Why am I not surprised?
Oh yeah, speaking of, I deck him in the face.
Yes, I was waiting for this. I was waiting for this. Come at me.
Do you accept it? Or
Fuck yes, I do.
You do accept it. I was just roll damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do have
Not-
10 temporary hit points.
Oh yeah.
I now have
6.
4 temporary hit. Wah! You know, after I saw you push Icarus in the leg, thought I had something coming. Ha!
Yeah, I'm happy with
I remember they wanted to avoid violence, but
You just caused it.
He's a natural born killer. Did I tell you about that giant spider he killed? With that sick 360 scope shot right over his shoulder, the crossbow?
You mentioned
You were there!
I know.
You mentioned it. Yeah.
With a glint in his eyes.
I thought
and
you were the one
Shakshoko.
that were.
No, I distinctly remember telling the group that it was Derek with his killer moves. He didn't even look at the beast as he shot it over his shoulder. I've never seen a shot with a crossbow like that before.
Oh, that spider. Okay.
It's kind of hard to forget the thing that's about 3 times the size of you and poisons you
I mean,
multiple times.
I mean,
Dang
it didn't really poison
everything's 3
you,
sizes
did
times.
it? Nicholas?
3 times the size.
I mean,
I think, yeah, you
Please,
poisoned
thanks,
yourself.
I spent most of that fight asleep, so.
I also said 3 sizes
I
times of him,
noticed.
so you know, like.
That still works.
3 sizes the times of me.
It's in character.
There's 3 sizes times of.
Like that, yeah, that's in character.
No farm, no.
No fun, no.
Never living that down.
No!
It was amazing. It's the best
Actually, George's really good. You know, in the group chat earlier, I did a spoonerism with typing.
What?
rather than
Spoonerism?
typing a
Spoonerism
spoonerism.
is where you get the
Yeah, I
first-
know.
Yeah.
He said, wait, what? And you
Oh,
were
so
in
I suppose
that.
it technically wasn't a spoonerism, but rather than saying
No.
wagamama,
Wagamama.
Yeah, you said
it was
Magawama.
I said
Magawama.
magawammas.
I knew what you
I
meant.
typed
Straight
it.
away, and I was like,
I'm amazed
Yeah.
it didn't also correct.
Something, to be fair.
I'll
That
think
one
about.
sounds like a Trump strip.
I'll think about teaching you it, but it might take a while. I'm not very good at, well, teaching.
Well, I'm very good at learning, so
Seems like a great student, though.
So what languages do we have represented that we know in this group? Maybe we've already spoken.
Well, Power came up with an interesting idea that perhaps we should all have a unified language that we can speak to each other when We don't want people listening into our conversation.
It's true, I did say that to you a few days ago.
It would have to be something not many people know, though, just so that we could speak it in.
Yeah, so my first thought was halfling, actually, but
They're sneaky
I
little
don't know if you're
bastards. I
willing
mean,
to give that one up. Unless we can think of a better example.
Ideally, we wouldn't even need to know the full language, just certain words as a we should leave.
So
we
a
should
phrase
stay,
book is
we
what you're
should-
saying.
Exactly.
I mean, or
We-
it's
we
pretty
don't-
basic.
We don't need to learn a language. We need to learn a cipher.
We can't speak a cipher.
No, but we have code words for certain situations, such as this. We have to go because we have. We can't say we have to leave now. The Council of Jotham have summoned us because we can't talk about how the Council of Jotham control us. But if we had a different phrase, such as
The cheese has gone off.
or something similar,
You need to go and milk the cow.
I'll be listed.
something perhaps.
Hello, Rene.
Something perhaps that a mercenary / adventuring party would say that would not be
Entirely out of character. Yeah.
yes, such as oh dear, the hobgoblins are near, or something.
Does it have to rhyme?
No, that was completely unintentional. I apologise.
Well, Derek, you're the wordsmith. Maybe we can leave you to think up a few of these phrases for things that will be helpful, and then we shall learn them.
So I mean, certainly, Pa, you're as a captain, you are familiar in swift military orders. You know the most common orders to be given. Perhaps if you tell me what those orders are, I can make a
I mean,
list
they're
of them and then
pretty
we
simple one-word box because you need to get them out quickly. Forward, halt, etc., etc.
Except for etc. etc. isn't obviously etc. etc.
No.
Can, yes,
Oh.
thank.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dense motherfucker.
I start
teach
muttering
this
to
entire
myself
group
in
halfling.
primordial.
Okay.
Just because my understanding.
Certainly.
I respond with "Don't be rude."
I mean, we could, for
You
I mean,
know,
example,
yes.
I have a spell where I can communicate with all of you sort of silently and unknowingly, so I can just cast a message on all of you and tell you what needs to be going.
So, for your example you mentioned earlier, we could just say HQ is calling.
As much as a good idea, it also seems like it gives us something to hide, whereas you'd want something that blends into a normal conversation in the way of must get to the shops.
Taking me back to my original thought of a second language, because then we're just talking.
Yes, but we're talking in a language that is deliberately. We are talking deliberately to conceal it. If people are paying attention to us to understand what we're doing, as soon as we start speaking in deliberate coded words they can't understand, then we are showing our hand and that we are being deceitful.
It happens all the time in the Jotham market. I don't understand the problem you guys have with knowing a second language.
Oh, no, more than 2 languages.
You've never been in a
five,
city
I
market and people are discussing things in a language you don't understand and then
Yeah,
they
that's
swap to
fine.
common.
Pretty much every time I go.
Yep.
Well, it's one to.
I think.
Let's put a pin in that and come
Yes,
back to it
further
when-
discussion required on that one.
How about we
We can talk about the bachelor party.
we work on thieves' camp, but not exactly thieves' camp.
We call it Thieves' Can.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Guards
We don't have to
can't.
make it extremely difficult and long, but we just pull bits here and there. They're still regular words after all.
It's basically a cipher.
Yes.
That's a really good idea, that one.
So learn
So
a
that's
what
watered down
I'm saying.
version of Thieves' Card.
Essentially, we have 2 ideas, 2 theories. I know you said put a pin in this, but definitely we're still going. Two theories. We just learn the whole language and speak about things sort of in the open, which has its pros and cons, or we develop some sort of cipher, some sort of thieves, whatever, which again has its own pros and cons.
Or both, we have enough time.
If we wanted a language that was entirely secret, the obvious language is this one that Frondrake knows, but getting a Frondrake to teach us all is traumatic for him, and also it's no. I mean, no one else is going to know that. No one knows what this language is.
But it's not exactly subtle.
No, but neither is Thieves' Camp. Neither is
No.
any of the
no,
languages that would be.
True.
And in some situations, yes, I could possibly teach you all Halfling, but it would A, take a while, and B, if we're surrounded by Halflings, it's not going to be.
It's null and void, yes, I understand.
Well then, a cipher of our own seems to be the prevailing option there.
Or possibly a cipher in language not common.
If we're only going to be using Undercommon in certain situations, then if I taught one of you, then they would probably be better at teaching the rest.
And you're not going to get any horrible flashbacks of memories when we start yelling "fight" in your undercommon.
Oh, if it'll help us, then we'll have to see, won't we? Just don't throw
mean, it
buckets
doesn't
of water on me.
Don't worry, I've learned that one. It doesn't have to be undercommon if you really don't want it to, though.
We do know other languages.
I speak Draconic.
Speak what now?
The language of
Speak
dragons.
Oh,
I can speak Primordial and Sylvan.
again, I don't know what those are.
Sylvan is the language of the Fae.
So, and primordial to elementals.
I know that last language, don't I?
Primordial, yeah, you do. You know of it.
Yeah, I know of it.
Yeah.
I was almost going to say that like three of us.
Primordial will
Guess
actually
not,
be a
right?
fairly, not common, but somewhat well known because it's something you learn as a storm sorcerer.
To an extent, yeah.
I had to learn the hard way.
Well, I literally just learned it because I listened to the wind.
Got some
I
rocks
guess.
and went.
Okay.
Oh, it makes a sound. Oh, cool.
And then
Oh, it was literally the wind is what I think I learned it from because it's storms.
You scratched those rocks together, you said something so offensive.
That's Earth Primordial.
and you
Or-
speak very
But how about for the next few days, if we want to keep it discreet, but we need to respond to an emergency, we just say to each other, "Come outside. I want to look at this cloud."
I like it.
Come outside, I want you to look at this cloud.
Liam, with Primordial, with the air version, can it actually sound like some breaths or the wind? If you try and do it correct.
Or
So-
primordial. Primordial is a language, but there are four
Yeah.
types of language. There's,
You can understand each of them.
yeah, you can understand them. It's a bit like Finnish, Danish, Norwegian, and Swedish are all based on the same thing and are very similar. And a Swede and a Dane could understand each other enough to have a conversation, but words will be different.
It was more a matter of if it's sort of just like people
It's-
might regular people won't understand that as being a message, whereas if it was spoken in Primordial, they might.
The languages of the elements do sound, to an extent, sound like the elements. But if you all start making wind sounds,
It was more the occasional message rather than a big conversation. Bubbly.
it's you could do that to your average
No,
to
that's
your
not, no.
average person. It'll be whatever. But for people, if you were trying to hide it from people, and occasionally your sentences are filled with sounds of wind, the kind of people you're going to want to try and hide it from
Yeah.
are going to work out that you're hiding something.
Just open your mouth and the sound of a crackling bonfire comes out.
Yeah.
I would only be able to teach wind Primordial. What about your Primordial do you know?
I didn't realise there was a.
There is just
type
there
that
is
you
just
learn, but-
primordial the language.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a particular type. And then there's also
Oran.
Terran, something else, and something else.
Mine is technically primordial, but I'm not sure if that would be. No, just go with that.
Yeah, it's just primordial then.
Just primordial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think specifically if you're playing an arrow cockerate, it just says Oran. It
Oran,
doesn't say
yeah.
primordial.
Yeah. The same Great Eagles can understand is Oran, isn't it?
I'd like to say the same with the genocide.
Or in Terran 5-star shrimp bubbles.
It's the same with the genocide. It's the same with the elementals.
Yeah.
It's the same with the
They have their actual
Jinn.
native one.
Juniper berries.
Oran, Terran, Ignan, Aquan.
Yeah.
Cool.
Have the horses arrived?
At this point, yes.
The scroll has come back, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the scroll appeared a while ago.
okay.
Yeah, scrolls in the bag.
Horses are back. They're all saddled up, being led by Eldoran's now horse again, no longer camel.
No longer camel. I in this intermediary time will quickly write a note and find someone and get them to run it to the residence hall.
Please don't do you just head back into town, give someone a note, and they.
I give them whatever some coinage for their travels.
I mean, they're very happy. They were going to do it anyway.
Yeah,
and
I know they
now
were,
they're like,
but-
okay, done. I'll go do it now.
Yes.
As opposed to when they're going to town later.
And so they should be paid for their trouble.
Lord has just given him his week's wages plus.
Yeah.
So
Like, I don't need to work for the next week.
I literally don't have anything smaller than gold coins.
You can have whatever you want, but it's yeah.
Electrum.
Oh.
He turns it down.
Yeah, he just looks at it and goes, "The fuck's this?
I can't spend this. No one accepts
I
it.
cannot use this.
This
What
is
is
this
it?"
is like the
Is
Scottish
Electrum actually a
£20
coin in
note.
your
No,
continent?
Electrum does not exist in my
only
world.
use for big bank
Fuck
transfers.
Electrum.
It's annoying.
Electrum has no use.
No.
I thought it was designed just to force players to try and find a place to exchange it.
Yeah,
Why?
so it has no use.
There are some places that only use its
Yeah,
currency.
fuck
which
Electrum.
will clean it.
Silver, gold, copper, platinum. That's all you need.
Yeah. So yes, then I guess we saddle up and head on out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wagons hoe.
Okay.
If we had a wagon.
Oh.
So just hoes.
So you'll get on your horses and start making your way towards Shroudwind. That will be where we call this session. Awesome. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed. As per, go check out the social medias, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Go check out the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/FURN Gaming. And go check out the FURNcast, our monthly podcast on iTunes and Podbean. We will see you in the next video. Go look at our Patreon. You can get early access to videos and talk to us on Discord. Goodbye.